Welcome back to Nintagious. More mini motorways. Put me back in coach. We've had two failed runs with Beijing, and I think both of them have failed around the same amount of time. I think one was 943 and one was 942, so go us. We're gonna give it another shot and see if we can make something more impressive happen. What to talk about? I mentioned at the beginning of the, or I mentioned near the end of the last episode that, this is a bit of an interesting, like, flow for an episode, I think, because the beginning moments of a new run are pretty slow, so I feel like I need something else to talk about, and so that's why at the last episode we were just talking about Switch Sports for like 15 or 20 minutes. And then once you get like 10-15 minutes into the run, that's when it starts to pick up, and I'm just talking exclusively about like my thought processes of making all of this work. You can speed the time up. I kind of don't like that those icons are hidden by default, because it would be kind of handy to see those from a viewer perspective, I think. But anyway, you can use L and R and the D-pad to change the time. Why? I'll just connect you here, that's fine. I really want to, I'm gonna check on this really quick while I'm waiting for this to get going a little bit faster. I want to see how much does the developer's first game cost. They also made Mini Metro, which is also available on Switch. I might be interested in checking that out at some point too. It's $10, $9.99 USD. This Mini Motorways was $14.99 USD, just for those that are curious. I believe they're also on Steam. I don't know what they're priced on Steam, but I might be interested in checking out Mini Metro as well. If it's anything like this, I'll probably really like it. Looks like it's the same price on Steam. It does. You do have the bonus of there's a bundle. So if you get both of them, you get about 20% off. So that's something. Okay. I'm gonna take the other bridge. I feel like those are always good to have for this map. Ew. These, like, they're always intersecting like this. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't like that. I'm gonna think of it. I don't know if I like that either, but speed me up, coach. I still haven't quite figured out, like, what is the... Is there a set interval for how frequently new stuff spawns? It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's fairly random. I hate you, by the way. Why would you do this to me? Alright. We already want a traffic light, like, right here. Fairly obviously, because everything is just passing by each other. Speed me up, by the way. We're near on the end of the week. I kind of want to go get Mini Metro, like, right away and just be like, okay, let's just do a first 30 of this too. But I'm also like, maybe I should focus on this for now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and place one of you here. I do think something... Realistically, I've probably only played this game for like 5 or 6 hours by now, so take this with a grain of salt, but... Because I don't know how the game's depth is going to go, but I think it would be kind of neat if maybe you, like, leveled up and unlocked, like, new card types or something, or tiles. At the moment, it seems like very what you see is what you get. I could see it being, like, on hour 100, it might be the same game that I'm currently playing now. And that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know, I might be wrong on that, because, as I said, I haven't... Realistically, I haven't played too much of the game just yet. We're only on the second city. Maybe I should set a limit for myself and, say if I... This is our 3rd try with Beijing. Maybe next episode I should just move on to the next city. Like, no matter, like, win or lose. And we can always come back, but just in the interest of moving forward, and maybe seeing, like, do we get, like, extra... Do we get new tiles or anything? Are there highways or anything like that? Speed me up a little bit. We'll take a motorway and just a light amount of tiles, because we have a fair amount to work with at the moment. That, go ahead and unpause me. Do that. It feels weird talking about it, but, I think in, like, episode 3 or something, I was talking about, like, oh, maybe I'll rearrange the first 30 and have the episode with mini motorways come out sooner rather than later, so that I can start getting these episodes up. I did decide to do that, and it's weird to talk about it because of the fact that when this airs, you guys will have already known that for a while now. But I think I have decided to do that. I have to sit down and do some editing either tonight or, like, tomorrow night, because if it's going to air on Saturday, I only have so much time to get that done. Why are you over here? You a ass. Well, we do have a bridge. There was a reason I grabbed the bridge, I guess. Oh. You can't. Okay. That'll do, I guess? Realistically, this doesn't even need to be connected yet. Let's just allow you to have your own little economy over here for as long as possible. If they don't have to interfere with each other, they don't have to interfere with each other. That's something I should keep in mind. As a matter of fact, since I have a motorway... Oh, you motherfucking... Oh my god. What I wanted to do was, like, if anything else spawns down here, like, say a green facility spawns down here and green buildings spawn up here, just connect them with a motorway to keep the whites, like, completely disconnected from everything else. But then they had to go and drop a white house right there. Like, of course you did. Ass. I think that is a decent strategy if you can construct things in a way. Like, for example, maybe I should disconnect this red facility and disconnect here, and then I can try to connect this red area with an overpass. That just means that the reds don't have to go through this section, like, at all. Now, is that going to be a good idea in the long run? I have no idea. That's kind of what I'm looking to find out, I think. Well, it looks nasty. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, I think this is a semi-decent idea. Because then Reds just have their isolated little economy there. No! Why would you do this? I think it's, like, deliberately set up so that you can't do that. That completely sabotaged everything. Okay, but hear me out here. We're gonna keep that up. Because it still means that all of those reds don't have to go through that intersection with all the blues and the yellow. And I think that's still a good idea. It's a learning process, for sure, but problem solving. Probably more traffic lights. I'm finding the... Well, no. Either way, we get the same number of tiles. I'm starting to find traffic lights to be a little bit more valuable, though, and I still am not entirely sure how valuable they are. But I'm working on it. Why? Why? Why can't you just connect it normal? Fuck. Okay, whatever. Wanted to get that, like, one tile back because OCD, and the game was like, nah. That's mine. You can't have it. I don't know if we even need this traffic light here now. Now that we took the reds out, honestly, it might not be important. There's just not enough traffic for it to matter. I think I would like to do, like, a full stream of this at some point. So you can probably expect that at some point. I think I mentioned at one point, taking a page from the... Oh, this sucks. Never mind, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can make this work. I mentioned taking a page from the way Twain has done things in the past. Once again, Students of Gaming, if you haven't checked them out, be sure to go do so. He did it with Genshin Impact, where... Do I want the greens to go through there? Or do I want to redirect them directly here? And then maybe put a traffic light here. Anyway, he did it with Genshin Impact a couple times, where he'd stream it, but then he would also if he ran into, if he was playing off stream and he ran into something that he thought should still be like on record, he would turn on the recording really quick. And so sometimes the episodes would be like, you know, five hours long. Sometimes they would just be like a 30-minute thing. I'm kind of thinking I might do the reverse here. So, like, episode 8 might wind up being a stream, and it might be really long or something. But I think after the episode of the first 30 debuts, then I might consider that a little bit more heavily. So just connect it there. The yellows are gonna have quite a commute, which I'm not thrilled about. I'm never sure how good of an idea it is to just have more roads. Because I guess in theory more intersections is just bad, right? Because then things are just going to start getting cluttered. But I was looking at this and I was like, well, we don't want the yellows to have to go all the way around here. We might as well just give them the direct access here. Let's take a motorway. I kind of need tiles as well, but getting another motorway at some point is probably a good idea. We could potentially connect one here and like down here so that yellows have a better route. I think that might be a pretty good idea. I'm not going to use it just yet though, because if more yellow buildings spawn down here, I don't think it particularly matters. But yeah, I think after the episode of the first 30 airs, I might go ahead and try to do a stream of this at some point. I don't know. We'll see. I have so much else I want to do too, so maybe it makes more sense as a little video series like this. I think it would be good for streaming though, just due to the nature of the game, because I almost find myself now being like, man, I wish I could look at chat and pull from them to come up with stuff to talk about. Although at this point in the run, I'm just gonna have to talk about like strategy, really, so. Although, at the moment, I don't have a terrible amount of strategy. I'm just kind of reacting to things as they happen. I'm just trying to keep an eye on, do I need to put traffic lights down or anything? I might want to put a traffic light back down here. Because now... we have the gray citizens having to travel up that way a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll help. It's really kind of only one way to do that one. what is happening? Like, what are you doing? Why is the entrance paved that way, of all things? Probably the bridge and the extra road tiles. I think that's the smart play. Are we gonna need the bridge? I mean, eventually, we probably will. I guess I could use it to put another road right here if I wanted to. If I wanted to take this road out. Which I actually think I like the idea of. I'm worried that this is gonna clutter the blue entrance too much. If we do this, it kind of allows green and yellow a way to get up here without bothering anybody else. What is this road for? Who's gonna take this road? Does that even need to be there? I think that was a road that, like, once existed, and now it just doesn't have as much of a reason to exist. I don't think the blue should have to go through all that. We're gonna connect it like that. Because then blues don't have to worry about going through red traffic, basically, is my logic there. That's fine. I'm more than okay with that. Happy accident I didn't really consider is, since I connected this, like, just off of the road, that means I can still put a traffic light there if I decide I want to. At the moment, it looks fine. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna worry about it. A moment. I love how these guys show up for work for, like, not even 10 seconds, and then they turn around and go home. I guess 10 seconds is, like, half of a day, though, in this universe. Or at least with the flow of time we're seeing. That's fine. It's so weird thinking about, like, the timeline of video uploads and streams and everything, because I guess especially because most of this stuff I'm filming, like, weeks in advance, right? Because one potential thing I was like, oh, I know what I could talk about. They just announced that Kirby 64 is coming to Switch Online next week. By the time this airs, it'll have already been out for a month and a half, and I'll probably have already done a full stream playthrough of it. So it's kind of strange. I don't really have a place to put a roundabout. I think I'm just going to take another motorway. That might be a mistake, but... And hey, maybe that's a problem on my end, that I should not, maybe videos shouldn't be held on to for that long before airing, but since I only do the 2 uploads a week right now... I think pushing myself to do more, I'd probably work through the backlog of content, if you will, like maybe a little too quickly. Am I accidentally on... No, I was not on fast forward. They were dropping a lot of houses really fast there. I think we need another road. Down here that might just spit out over here. Because this White House is so, like, disconnected from anything. To get anywhere, he's gonna have to go all the way up here just to get over here, or then turn all the way around and come down here. I think I'm gonna choose to not worry about it at the moment, which might be a mistake. Or I can choose to just move him over this way. And just say, well, that's what you're going to be needed for anyway, so why would we not just do that? Maybe we don't even have to connect those 2 neighborhoods. Okay, hold on. Houses, my bad. I got it. I'm paying attention. But yeah, I guess I think about it, and a lot of people... I mean, there's really only one big content creator that I watch at the moment. And usually his videos are from, like, a day or 2 prior. Now, to be fair, he does variety streaming on Twitch, and then he just kind of rips the whole archive and then cuts it apart and puts everything up as individual videos. Whereas I'm doing things a little bit differently, but... I don't know. I'll find my groove eventually, I'm sure. I'm just gonna take the 30 road tiles. I don't think we really need the bridge at the moment. I do notice there's a lot of traffic in here. So I think we might want to drop some more traffic lights to deal with that. Let's actually unpause and keep watching here. Maybe I want to put a traffic light at that side. That might be something I want to do. For starters. And then maybe one... I don't know where else I would put one there. Hopefully that alone will help, though. What are you doing all the way out here? I guess. That's not the nicest place for a house, in my opinion. This area is starting to get a little congested, I'm noticing. I don't have a roundabout at the moment. If I get a roundabout, I could put it here, though. And that might be more effective than this. Perhaps? That might be a good idea to pick one up. which I think, yeah, end of the week's coming up, so hopefully they'll give me access to one. This area's getting a little congested, too. I guess because we have those reds coming through now. And actually... I don't really like that, never mind. I could place another traffic light there. Which I think might be a pretty good idea. That's pretty congested. Anything else pop up? I often find myself looking at just one corner of the map, and then I'll just, like, not notice that stuff is spawning in the other corner. That's getting a little nasty. I do think a roundabout would really help there. What are you doing out here? What's wrong with you? I feel like another overpass would be really smart, but I just don't really know where to put it. We could maybe put one here. But where would we connect it to? Over here somewhere, probably. And then maybe cut this road out entirely. That would maybe fuck up greens pretty hard, though. So that might not be a good idea. Because then they're going to have to go, like, all the way around to get up here. I still think putting a motorway here might be a pretty good idea. And connecting it over here. That's probably the way to go. Let's play with that really quick. Ooh, I'm just gonna connect it there. Well, fuck my life. And now I'm learning, just, like, connect them like that. Just works a hell of a lot better. Come to me Sunday. It's important. Roundabout. Okay, pause it. Pause that shit. Okay, connect that. And then move for a second, please, because you're kind of in the way and I can't see anything. Alright, motorway baby. Not motorway. Roundabout. Put you over here. Is that actually gonna help? Dunno. Dunno. Okay, I think we should put another traffic light here. Of course it gets all fucked up if I try to do that. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, in a perfect world, we'll see a bunch of traffic divert onto Route 2. And then this section down here will get completely decongested. Is that actually gonna work? I have no idea. That's the dream, though. Oh, I hate that. You a ass. I don't want to connect that through. I guess I'll just put it there. I don't love it. But I guess it's fine. Oh, I didn't even see these guys over here. What the fuck are you doing? Who thought that would be a good idea? Oh, I got a greenhouse too. Okay, people do in fact be taking Route 2, both ways. You love to see it. This is very uncluttered now. This is super cluttered. What's going on over here? We might be screwed. I think, we have guys trying their damnedest to get us out of this mess, but I don't know if it's gonna work. What is going on over here? God, did that get congested fast. What happened? See, this is kind of what I was talking about at the end of the last episode, and I think I mentioned it briefly here, is that motorways are, like, kind of dangerous. Because I feel like there's so many people taking these motorways now that there's more traffic on either side of them. Yeah, one of these is gonna tap out. Our guys are trying so hard to, like, make sure they don't, but I don't think they can stop it. One of them is gonna tick over. Yeah, there it is. Well, shit! That one sucked. That one cut short real fast. That one really sucked. Alright, well, as I said, I think we're gonna move on to Tokyo next time, just in the interest of seeing something new. And we'll come back to get our revenge. I think. I still have a lot to learn, for sure. I think I maybe don't fully appreciate motorways in particular, which is unfortunate because it's the name of the game. I feel like whenever I put one of those down, it kind of inadvertently causes... It solves one issue, and then it causes, like, 3 more. So I don't think I'm very smart about how to use those just yet. So I think that's something I have to improve on for sure. But we're going to keep pushing forward. This one was a little bit shorter compared to the last episode, but... I want to keep them to 1 run apiece, I think. I think that's the comfortable way of doing it. I am kind of tempted to just do another run, but then if it winds up being like a 50-minute run, then suddenly we have an hour-and-a-half episode on our hands, which is not great. So that'll be it for now. So next time we'll tackle Tokyo and see just to see something new, and see if anything interesting comes from it. Still having a lot of fun. It's just I'm not great at it, and I'm not sure how to, like, figure out how to do things better. You know what I mean? Aside from trial and error. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time, wherever that may be. Whether it's another episode of this, or an episode of the first 30, or in a stream. It'll be good to have you no matter where you wind up. Take it easy. And I will see you guys next time.